Imagine this. You are sitting quietly at home. Everything is calm. Then your phone rings. You look at the screen. You do not know the number.
Do you answer it? Or do you let it ring? Your heart beats a little faster. And when you finally pick up and say, hello, everything changes. Welcome to the Westbrook English channel. We are so glad you are here with us today.
In today's Slow English story, we follow a young woman named Sophie and the phone call she was not ready for.
Listen carefully. Speak along with us. This is your English practice. Let's begin.
Sophie is 27 years old. She lives alone in a small apartment in the city. She works hard, and she has big dreams.
A few weeks ago, Sophie applied for a new job. A job she really wanted. But she had heard nothing back, so she tried not to think about it too much.
On this ordinary Tuesday morning, Sophie made herself a cup of tea, put 2 slices of bread in the toaster, and sat down at the kitchen table.
The kitchen was quiet. Warm sunlight came through the window. Sophie picked up her small book and began to read.
Then, suddenly, her phone buzzed.
Sophie looked down at the screen. It said, unknown caller.
Let's pause here. In English, unknown caller means we cannot see the person's name or number. We do not know who is calling. It is a mystery.
Sophie took one quiet breath, and she answered. Sophie said softly, hello?
A warm professional voice replied, Good morning. May I please speak with Sophie Chen?
Sophie sat up straight. She said, yes, this is Sophie.
2 very important phrases here. First, may I please speak with. This is polite and professional, the correct way to ask for someone on a phone call.
Second, this is Sophie. When someone asks for you on the phone, we say this is Sophie, not I am Sophie. It sounds much more natural in English.
Say it with us.
This is Sophie.
Perfect.
The caller was Mr. Park, a manager from the company Sophie had applied to.
He said, Sophie, I am calling from Bright Path Solutions. You recently sent an application for our marketing assistant position. We were very impressed with your CV and your cover letter. We would like to invite you to come in for an interview.
Sophie's eyes went wide. Her heart was racing.
But she took a breath. She collected herself, and she said, calmly and clearly, Thank you so much, Mr. Park. I would love to come in for an interview.
Wonderful. Let's look at our key vocabulary from this story.
Number 1. Application. The documents and information you send when you apply for a job.
Number 2. CV. Your personal document that lists your work experience and skills. In the United States, people often call this a resume.
Number 3. Impressed. To be impressed means someone thought you did something very well. We were very impressed. What a lovely thing to hear.
And number 4. To collect yourself. This means to calm down and take control of your feelings after a big surprise. Take a breath. Collect yourself.
Say all 4 with us. Application. CV. Impressed yourself.
After the call ended, Sophie just sat there for a moment. Her toast had gone cold. Her tea had gone cold. She did not notice.
She opened her notebook and wrote down every detail. The name of the company, Mr. Park's name, the date of the interview, the address.
Then she looked at the page, and she smiled. A big, quiet, happy smile.
Because sometimes, the most important calls are the ones you were not expecting.
Sophie picked up her phone again. She dialed a number she knew by heart.
Her mum answered in 2 rings. Hello, love. Is everything okay?
Sophie laughed, nearly crying at the same time, and said, Mom, you are not going to believe this.
Oh, what a wonderful phrase. You are not going to believe this means. I have amazing news. Something surprising happened. Prepare yourself.
Say it with us. You are not going to believe this. Let's review our key phrases from today. Repeat after us.
Hello. May I please speak with?
This is Sophie.
We would like to invite you for an interview.
I collected myself.
You are not going to believe this.
Excellent. These are real English phrases that people use every single day, on the phone, at work, and with family.
Sophie was not ready for that phone call, but she answered it. She stayed calm, and she handled it beautifully.
And so can you. You are here, practicing your English with us. That is something to be truly proud of.
We are so proud of you for showing up today. pushing through the challenges of learning a new language and practicing your English with us.
Every story, every phrase, every word you learn, it is all building towards something wonderful. Thank you so much for listening to today's deep dive. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Westbrook English channel.
We will catch you on the next deep dive. Take care, everyone. Keep exploring.